Load state. Thank you. Alrighty then. And sound is working. Cool. Saving that one for last because it's probably my favorite level in the game. Haunted Tomb.
Ah! Yet another daredevil adventurer has come to rob our catacombs of loot. Let's just hope you're made of tougher stuff than the last guy. If you can survive the trials of our catacombs and answer my riddle, we will give you a prize befitting your efforts. Here is my riddle. I am a vessel without hinges, lock or lid. Yet within my walls a golden treasure is hid. What am I?
Egg. Right. Spawners are hard to destroy in this one. And I think those buttons are timed, not permanent. And here's how you do. Ah. That's how you destroy the spawners. Is with the rocks that those guys throw. Because those rocks explode. Oh hey, he broke the thing for me. I think you have to kill them with their rocks too. Let's just double check. We don't need more rocks anywhere in here. Oh, if we need more, sometimes they fall down with the falling rocks. But we're probably good anyway. By the way. Not sure that counts as skill, but whatever. Ow. Alright, I could use a little bit of healing. Another one. And if you leave... excuse me. If you leave the explodey rocks alone for a little while, they will actually just explode on the ground. So don't hang around them. They won't explode in your mouth. Darn. I missed again. And again. There we go. And the door closed again because I was busy getting treasure and a butterfly. Christine, the crybaby. Oh, this is a long way to go for the button. Come on. Thank you. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. 64-26. Oh yeah, this one.
The first round of the annual demolition hovercraft competition is about to begin. There is room for one more contestant, but you'll have to answer a riddle to qualify. The riddle is this. If one dragon can lay one egg in 12 years, how long would it take for 100 dragons to lay 100 eggs?
12 years, 1 year, 12 years, 100 years, or 1200 years. It's 12 years.
Very impressive. That is correct. Good luck in the
Could have
demolition
sworn one of the
hovercraft
answers was
competition.
forever. Remember, this one can be a little bit tricky. The tank thing doesn't control the best. Oh dang. Straight shot has a lot more range, but is stopped by, you know, the obstacles. But the lob shot can go over the obstacles, but not very far. And we don't get super sparks.
The first.
Weird that you have to keep answering it, but whatever. One. Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. Just. Oh yeah, you can strafe. Darn it.
The first.
There we go.
Well, well. That was a fierce battle indeed. Please accept this prize for winning the first round.
Egg. It's MJ! Oh, he's juggling, not moonwalking. Which is one of the
You
hatching
may now
animations for
enter
certain
the
dragons, but
championship round. However, this is an exceedingly dangerous sport. Might I suggest you quit while you're still in one piece?
One Piece? One Piece is real.
My. Such a brave reptile you are.
Yep, I will need much more than bravery because I only got green sparks. That's three. Okay, that's five. Halfway done. Can we snipe him from here? Yeah. There's still another one over there. I don't think we're going to be able to snipe him, unfortunately. But come on. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, there's no sniping it. And you gotta be careful because you can fall off on these fall off the edge on these little bridge parts, and it is an instant loss. I think I saw a bug. I sure did. I didn't know these even spawned in here. That actually makes things a lot easier. So now we can take a single hit. Oh hey look, there's another one. There we go.
That was indeed a battle for the ages. You're the first dragon to win the competition in over 1,000 years. I proudly present you this year's grand prize.
Also, an egg. TJ. Match MJ. Nice flip. Alright. No problem with that. Alrighty then. Hmm. That's weird. He's usually pretty quick about dealing with enemies.
I see you've managed to survive the trials of the goals. A golden
14
treasure
and
is
on
here.
Black Mountain. Okay.
What am I?
The answer is an egg. A bandicoot.
Hmm. Have you heard that one before?
Yes.
I never thought you'd get it. Very well. A bargain is a bargain. You may have the dragon egg that I was guarding from the sorceress.
So, you can recruit a second companion, but it has to be either
Wait,
Rex or
never a
Eddie.
1,000 years for someone to solve that riddle. Now, I can finally head off to Seashell Shore to bury some bones.
Uh, Rex you get from the king, but I think you killed the king, so whoops. And Eddie is in Prim. Yeah. Eddie is in Prim, and you have to
One of those dogs with funny
fix
hats
him
and
up.
tricks on me just 'cause I shot him in the butt a couple of times. He said he turned my tail into a snake. Does it look like a snake to you? It does feel kind of funny. Come to think of it, oh boy, that dog's gonna pay.
And I remember not Rex, Eddie and Boone being a pretty good combination.
Behind this door lie the 5 deadly trials of King Rover. No one has ever survived all 5. In fact, it is so dangerous that I cannot let you through this first door unless you are able to solve my riddle. Here's the riddle. I follow you wherever you go, but the more of me you take, the more you leave behind.
Rip. Yeah.
My. You're quite clever for someone with so
I think
little
there's a way
patience.
to
You may proceed to the first
sort of
door.
ignore it. Like, I know he won't leave you if you don't talk to him, but, if your NCR rep is that low, I don't know if there's any recovering it. Unless, because you've already gotten to, uh, he does that because you've been killing NCR, and he is retired NCR, so. Most of the companions. It is a lot easier to lose rep than it is to gain rep. You probably killed a ton of uh, soldiers or something. I'm trying to think. You might... You might be able to... I don't know if you've slaughtered all of Camp Karen, but I think there's someone there they'll take NCR dog tags, and I think you can use that to get rep. And you can try to steal dog tags off of generic troopers if you've got good enough skill, good enough sneak skill. But I know that you can turn them into. I'm not 100% sure if that's a thing though, because I know you can turn in the dog tags to one of the guys at Cottonwood Cove rather, for Legion rep. I just don't remember if it works both ways. Yeah, but that also doesn't solve your problem. Even if they weren't dead, that would actually make your problem worse. But if you're vilified, I don't so you'll only be able to get mixed reputations, because I think you're past the point of being able to be pardoned. There is. And almost all quests in the game are failable. When I say almost all the quests, I mean every quest except for Yes Man's are failable. For NCR quests, I don't know if there's enough to be able to to salvage a reputation, and I also don't know if Boone will follow you with a mixed reputation. So that does take you to, you could meet up with them at Camp Forlorn Hope. It's off to the right of the map, but not across the river. There should be a decent amount of quests there. Oh, that's another thing. You would have to gain the reputation while you're out of your disguise, is another thing. Because of how it works. No, Forlorn Hope is not near Centaurs, it's near more Legion. But the way that disguises work is they just set your rep with groups while you're in it. And I think because of that, any reputation points you get, I don't know. I didn't lose companions very often. I have a hard time just slaughtering every NPC in a game. Okay, this level is complete. Maybe you can regain him. If you're in Black Mountain, you do have access to another companion that I actually like over Boone. His name is Raoul the Ghoul. He doesn't really have any allegiances to anyone, so he's really hard to lose. So he's always an option if you want to stop wearing the disguise. Um, uh, there's Lily the super mutant. You can get that. That works too. And there is an issue if you end up going back to Camp McCarran to uh, or to other NCR heavy places is certain NPCs can see through disguises. I don't know the list off the top of my head for the NCR, but I think it's like guard dogs are really good at it, and a lot of named NPCs. Hmm. Really, what it's probably there's one NPC that can see through it, and then the others just tip everyone. Then they tip off everyone else. I hate scorpions. Also, I don't know why I just bounced up so high. See it? Um, I'm not sure what that means.
Well, Spyro, I bet you're glad to see me. It just happens that I know the
Oh, Lieutenant.
password to open the door to
Gotcha.
the tomb of the stone golem. But it seems to have slipped my
I thought
mind
that
for
was
the
a capital I,
moment,
not a
if
lowercase
you
l.
know what I mean. Very well, then. The password to open the tomb is... Are you ready? Gullible!
Okay, before we go on, so were you vilified before you did the um uh, 3-card bounty or no? Because if you were, then I'm neutral before. They might, even if you head to Camp Forlorn Hope, they might not. First Recon might see through your disguise. So I think you may have to just say, fuck it, we're ignoring the NCR. When you've been on the strip, have you been approached by a trooper who gave you a summon to the ambassador? Because there is one way to clear all negative reputation with them, but you get exactly one chance to
Hi,
do
Spyro.
it.
Haven't seen you in a while. I'm just looking for a bit of a
When
workout right now. You know,
I
sometimes you just
think
like to
it's
be
like
simple and
after
have
you come
fun
out of the
like
Lucky
destiny,
38,
don't ya?
there's some trigger that makes NCR trooper spawn, run up to you and say, "Here, Ambassador Crocker wants to talk to you." And if you follow him up on that, then they can eliminate all your negative reputation, but you might be past that. First Recon is really cool, but one of them does have a unique weapon on them. Yeah. So yeah, you're probably SOL when it comes to the NCR. Um, if in the future what the fuck? You're wanting to kill someone without getting uh destroyed by their entire faction, if you manage to successfully kill someone from stealth, like with a silenced weapon, then no one will notice and you won't lose reputation that way. But yeah, if you're already at Black Mountain, I would recommend grabbing Raoul. He's probably my favorite of the humanoid companions. His perk that he gives you is that your equipment degrades slower while he's with you, and then you can improve it to be even slower, or he becomes a better shot if you complete his quest. Hmm. No, wrong way, wrong way. This one, there was. Yes, there is more in here. Key for the locked box there. Might not be a bad idea. I don't really know your loadout though, so. Sometimes just being alive is better than making progress, but up to you, man. Empty grenade launcher, good weapons, no ammo, good melees, and 7 frag grenades. The next Pokemon game? I do not know what the next Pokemon game is. Like, do you mean that I'm gonna stream, or in general? Uh... Good weapons, no ammo, some good melee. But I don't think you were spec'd into melee, and no one ever specs into explosives on their first build. Yeah, you might be best off running for now. It's Tomb Raider. Lara Croft.
Well, well, look at you.
Nope,
Showing up
Tara
here to raid the
Claw.
tomb after I've done all the work. I spend all day pressing switches and shoving boxes around, and you just waltz in here expecting to claim the treasure. Well, might as well have it. Only turned out to be a lousy egg anyway.
Marty. Where's Doc? Hmm. Really? Nice. Like, did they actually announce it, or is that leaks? Then I wouldn't put too much stock in it. Like, sure, leaks tend to get some things accurate, but they also get a lot inaccurate. And while leaks have been getting better over time, that feels a little bit much for what Nintendo would allow with Pokemon.
I've been training my new pet manta ray to carry the latest technology super high impact underwater missile launchers. Want to ride him and try blasting some sharks?
Yeah, sure.
Just watch out for the shark riders. They're carrying the latest JX5 underwater tracking ammunition.
Nice. As for Black Mountain, with your options that limited, yeah, you're probably best off just running and trying again when you're better armed. Gun runners are a good source of ammo. The best source of ammo in the game you can technically get to still, but you'd have to have a decently high speech skill. I think it's 60 to get it. And you'd also be treading some dangerous territory that's also very easy to get lost in. Um, Otherwise, good source of ammo, there's the Great Khan Armory, which is an unmarked location just outside Red Rock Canyon by a burnt down building. Or Alexander at the underneath the
Nice
188
shooting, comrade. Where'd you learn to aim like
trading
that?
depot.
By the way, Bianca wanted me to give you this egg. She says she accidentally turned it into a woolly mammoth for 5 minutes, but it should still be okay.
Sadie. Had a dog named Sadie growing up. Okay, that's all the eggs. I just need to grab all the treasure. Um, and also probably wouldn't hurt to pick up Eddie so that you have extra firepower just outside of yourself. He's not perfect, but all help is good help. Okay. There, we haven't done that one yet. Crystal Islands.
Shh! Spyro, don't tell anyone, but we've stolen some magic from the sorceress. We're hiding here whilst we practice using it. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an accident and turned everything into crystal, and it seems to have aggravated the indigenous creatures.
Whoops. Shit. Forgot that they're fire. Because they look like they should be ones you charge into, not burn. But no. Let's see. Let's see here. You don't have the DLCs, so that wouldn't work, and I don't think that would be enough to save your reputation anyways. And also, if you're struggling this hard, that DLC wouldn't be a great choice anyways.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
The Great
Watch
Zamboni.
carefully. As you can see, there is nothing up my left sleeve, nothing up my right sleeve, but now, with a wave of my hands and the magic word, Alakazam!
Maney. Quick question, go for it.
You want to see the trick again?
Um, since they only take the helmet, you should be fine to get it that way. But again, I don't think any fame you get while in disguise is going to actually apply to your actual fame. So it might not be worth anything.
All this magic is just misdirection, you know. Which is why I'm going to start that whirlwind over there. Abracadabra! Abracadabra.
I mean, I think if you just convince him to give you his helmet, they'll count it, but the problem is that you would get fame when you turn the helmet in, and fame is only going to actually impact your overall standing if you're not in disguise. And if you're not in disguise, you're gonna get fired upon. So,
Okay.
Spyro, did you know I happen to be a very talented amateur magician? My specialty is the amazing extending bridge trick. I'd love to show you, but I need a small donation first. For my expenses, you understand. Very
1,000
good.
gems.
Let's see. Hocus pocus ziggledy zen, make this bridge get long again.
Some messages get censored by YouTube. Yep. I have not set up any on my own. It's just whatever's baked in by YouTube. So, hmm.
Well, I suppose I could show you my new trick. As long as you promise not to tell the great Zamboni. He steals all my best work. Alakazam!
It's because it's the exact same trick. Hmm. Yeah, I haven't done anything, so it's just what's there by default.
Well, I suppose. Here, you can have this. I was going to use it in a trick, but my magic just keeps bouncing off.
Egg Lloyd. Boom get killed permanently by fiends after I got rid of him. That's unfortunate. Hmm. He's most people's first companion because he's easy to recruit and the main mission takes you right across his door, so sorry about that. Other companions, there's Raoul, but you're struggling to get into Black Mountain, so that's not going to be great. And yeah, there are bear companions. Um, If you're focused on shooting, then it might not be a bad idea to get a melee companion, which would be Lily or Veronica. Veronica is at the 188 trading post, and you basically just have to talk to her. She'll join you, as long as you haven't done anything to piss off the Brotherhood of Steel. Lily is in Jacobstown, which is a super mutant town, but they're friendly super mutants, so you don't have to fight them. Where'd the fucking plane go? And to get Lily to join you, you have to do. She'll join you as part of a quest in Jacobstown, and then just be available as a permanent companion after that. Otherwise, you got. There's Arcade Ganon you can get in Freeside, specifically at the Old Mormon Fort. He really wants a independent New Vegas, so he should be fine to join up with you. Pretty good for staying alive since he makes Stimpaks better. Alright, his armor sucks. Have fun. His hat's great, but his actual clothes don't do squat. There's Cass, but she's in the middle of an NCR place. Super Sledge. I mean, just having a good melee weapon isn't usually enough. You also need to, put points into it and try to get perks that synergize with melee weapons. And boy, does New Vegas have good perks for melee weapons. Who else is there? I think that's it, actually. So you've already killed Rex. Eddie is in Prim. You need to fix him up, so you need decent science. Yeah. But that's not much of an accomplishment. Fiends aren't very strong. Their strength tends to be in numbers, and also having 60 science I think should be good. Especially since you can lower the requirement to fix Eddie with a repair check. But yeah, you should be able to get him fixed. Bloody Mess is 5% extra damage with everything.
Good
So,
evening, Spyro.
yeah.
The amazing Randini is about to put on a display of prestidigitation. I've heard that it's quite impressive, so I'm going to watch the show.
Hmm. So then you'd be stuck with just the humanoid companion and not being able to do two companions for this run. If he's still alive,
Afraid my
he
magic shows
starts
sometimes
off
overextended
in
the moles. They need a good bonk on the head to
Prim,
calm 'em down.
and
And
he's
you
in
are
Johnson
just
Nash's
the man to
house.
help.
So,
A light tap on the head should sort them out. But watch out for my friends. They're trying to burrow after them.
Whack-a-mole. And we're gonna run out of time. Yep, ran out of time.
Well, that didn't do it.
There's one, two. There we go.
Well done. And look, one of my friends dug up this whilst chasing the moles.
Hank. We need to go back in here and collect the rest of this treasure. What other eggs am I missing? Or egg, probably. Okay, no more treasure in this area. Right, the slide. That's all the treasure in this area. So it's all in the sub area now. Fantastic. Where was it? Right over here. The crystal slide. I don't like the slides in this game. I got lucky getting the snake slide first try. And I'm gonna have to do it again because I'm pretty sure I missed the second set of treasure. Yeah, I missed a lot of treasure. First try. Again, somehow. Louise. Jeez. Okay. It is very similar to the Mario slides, isn't it? Except I can't jump. I have to slide. I mean, I can try to land on a lower part, but yeah. If I could jump off, it would be a lot easier because I could then, glide to a decent part of the slide instead of having to ride the entire thing. Come on. Thank you. Okay, I think we just have one level and then the final boss, and definitely nothing else after that. There's more after that. But to be safe, yeah, just Dino Mines. My favorite level in the game. Oh no, where am I going? Dan. So I remember as a kid, I used to think you had to jump from over there to get here, and did not realize that it's just a blind jump around a corner. Cowboy dinosaurs, what's not to love?
Well, gosh darn it, Spyro! I came in here to check on my prisoner, only to find out he'd somehow got away again. Then when I came in to look around for clues, one of them rowdy dinosaurs went and locked me in. Now they're out there causing all sorts of trouble, and there's not a thing I can do about it.
Out of like all of the NPCs in the game, who the hell is that? Anyways. I think when they came to the Reignited trilogy, they ruined the voice of the cowboy rabbits in this level. Which is a shame because they're probably my favorite NPCs. They're funny. Gatling Triceratops. Sounds like that would be a Metal Gear villain or something. Romy. Aw, it's a little baby. Okay. Okay. Like what I studied when I was in college? Japanese. I think I've talked about it before, but well, like that was my area of study was Japanese language and culture. So language, culture, history, all of that.
Well, I'll be. So that's how my prisoners keep escaping. Here, take this dinosaur egg away before it hatches and causes more trouble. I think it must have been the run of the litter, though.
Kiki.
Jumping Jehoshaphat! That's the cutest looking dinosaur I ever did see.
There he go. Okay, where's some fodder? Like I had to study other things. I had to take other classes, but Japanese was my main area of study. Like I took originally I was studying I think it was just mathematics, so just in general mathematics. So I had to take math up through I had taken math up through advanced calculus, which is about where I had had enough of math because it was no longer math at that point. It was all just proofs and
Well,
Well,
writing
them
papers on
dinosaurs
proving
threw
out
an egg down and
why
it
1
flooded
plus
mine
1 is
shaft.
2.
I'd get
Shit
it
like
back
that.
for you, but I ain't such a strong swimmer.
It's the return of the high-speed underwater tunnel from Sunny Shores. Only this time you don't gotta kill anyone, you just gotta survive. Maybe eventually. Right now I'm just trying to find somewhere in the United States that, does business with Japan or otherwise needs someone of my skill set. At one point, I was applying to a program that was teaching English in Japan, but after looking at my situation, I don't think I was quite ready to move to the other side of the world all on my own. So maybe eventually I'll move over there and work, but not quite yet.
That was some mighty fine swimming, young dragon.
I went with Japanese because I like foreign languages, and Japanese seemed to have a bit of prospects. If I really just wanted to get a job right away, though, I should have gone with like Spanish since I live in Arizona. But I hate Spanish. Oh yeah, I forgot that's where he wound up.
I could be a deputy.
Good for
You know,
him
to help
getting
clean
away from
up dinosaurs.
his old self and just growing up. On-rail shooter time.
If you just calm down for a second and stop all that whooping and
And
hollering,
hollering.
I can tell you what's going on. The Bailey gang are holed up in them buildings over there. You're gonna have to just go in there and flush them out.
Darn tootin'. Well,
Good
good
luck
luck
to you.
to ya. I love that line. I don't know what it is, but me and my brother would always remember that when we were kids. So yeah, it's a on-rail shooter. So I'm not in control of moving, I'm just aiming and shooting. Like what? Nani ga kikitai? That would just mean what do you want to hear? Oh. Skill point for hitting that red dinosaur that walked by in the background, and I missed him. Darn. I think there's another skill point for breaking all the windows, and I need it. Because I am dead.
That darn Bailey gang.
Well, good luck to ya. Should probably use D-pad, not control stick. Good. One of my favorite phrases in Japanese that technically could be said is Niwa 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 tori ga riru. It translates to there are two chickens in the garden. So technically you could say that, but I use it as an example of why the kanji system actually is still useful, because it written out, you wouldn't be able to tell what I was trying to say because they're all pronounced the same way and would be written basically the same way if you just stuck with kana. Because Japanese is so full of homophones, it's not even funny. Darn. Come on. Good luck to you. I hate the sound of breaking glass. It's when I was like 12 or something. I was helping my dad put together a little stand for the family TV. It's the entertainment center. It had a big glass panel in it, and just while I was holding it to hand it to him, I didn't drop it or anything, it just shattered in my hands. And it was a big panel of glass. So, like, my arms were just covered in glass splinters because of it. It itched so bad. I I didn't get hurt or anything, it just itched. Nice. Darn, missed the red one. And now I'm just gonna die. We focus blues because they attack quicker than greens do. Darn.
That. Well,
Good luck to
you.
ya. Eyebrow is not a good time to itch, my guy. Nope. Ah. No window breaking skill point this time. I wonder if the picture on the wand sign is supposed to be like one of the devs or something. Either that or maybe Moneybags. Because everyone fucking hates Moneybags. Rightfully so. But Nice. Full heal. Well, it's not full heal, it's only 3 points of healing. But where I was at, it was a full heal. Okay. Is this it? Nope. There we go.
I don't know why the Bailey gang was trying so hard to steal this egg. That's not like them at all. I reckon someone must have put them up to it.
Well, yep, the sorceress. Sharon! Okay. It shouldn't be. I genuinely do not know what to say. That's why I never got the skill point. So windows like that. Now behind the house. Yes, Spyro 3, they just called it Spyro Year of the Dragon because it came out in the year 2000, which was a Year of the Dragon. Ah. Where? Oh. Right there. Is that level complete? Should be level complete. Yep. $700 more gems. 68,000. That's the last regular level. And on to the final boss. So, for this fight, you kind of just survive for a while until Agent 9 is able to get us some superior firepower. Okay, I'll look into it when I've got a chance, but okay. So we're just about out of the cannon phase, stationary cannon phase, and then we're going into weird hover tanks. And then after weird hover tank comes flying saucer with infinite ammo this time. But you still get knocked out if you get damaged. He's giving us some healing. Nah. Only like one more hit. I can't remember if she has a phase 2 or not. I don't think so, but we'll find out in a second. Come on. There we go. George. How's there not been a George already? He's real good at flying. 147. Whee! She lived. Deja vu. Just been in this place before.
Spyro, you've just defeated the sorceress, rescued the dragon eggs, and restored freedom to the lost dragon world. What do you plan to do next? Hmm? Perhaps a nice vacation in Dragon Shores? Hmm?
You're a real comedian sometimes, Bentley.
I think that's a reference to how the first game ended, but
You know, I still have to find the rest of the dragon eggs. Plus, Hunter seems to have disappeared again, so I should go make sure he's not in more trouble. You haven't seen him, have you?
Huh? Me? Oh, no, no. If I do happen to encounter him, however, I will most certainly inform you immediately.
It's a funny thing, Spyro. I adjusted
yes.
Avalar's portals to take me to the Dragon Worlds, but somehow I ended up here. Maybe my coordinate tables are out of date.
By 1,000
would explain why the book was so cheap.
So, now that you're done saving the world again, are you gonna visit me in Avalar?
Sure, Alora, but I still have to find the rest of the eggs, and, well, Hunter's disappeared again.
Did you say Hunter? Well, hey, I can help. I just saw him sneak off with.
Agent 9, isn't that a Rhinoc over in those bushes?
Rhinoc! Ooh, let me at him. You want a piece of me, Rhinoc boy? Eat laser, punk! Come on now, no fair hiding.
I'm sure Hunter is in good hands. I mean, I'm sure he will turn up soon.
Promise you'll come visit Avalar soon, okay?
Billy in the wall.
Now, how many times have I told you not to tease that moose?
It was Billy's idea. Yeah.
Is that true, Billy? Hold that thought, Billy. Spyro, great to see ya.
Hi, Sheila. I've been looking for Hunter all day. Have you seen him?
Sorry, Spyro. Hunter made me promise not to tell you where they went.
Faye?
You didn't hear anything from me.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
One less noble warrior. Weird note to end the game on, not gonna lie, but
It's a sad sight, Sparks. Another noble warrior falls victim to the plague of love. Just look away. Well, I guess we'll have to find the rest of the eggs by ourselves.
Come on, Spyro. Take a little break. Let's watch the show.
do not. Now, since I accidentally fucked up the memory card by doing save states, hopefully I didn't fuck up everything. Okay, good, it just continues. Well, we've still got a little bit left in this game, and I was kind of thinking of finishing out the trilogy by going back to the first game.
Just before you kicked the sorceress's big, fat, ugly butt, she built a factory to make robotic bugs to fight Sparks. But I don't think they're any match for him.
Bugbot Factory. The last Sparks level. Okay, so to beat that guy, you just gotta catch him and steal the key from him. And you defeat the spawner before I chase down for the key. So I don't gotta worry about running into a bunch of different ladybugs. But then after I play through the original Spyro, I was recommended another Pokemon fan game that I'm probably gonna check out. Okay, I'm invincible. So this one? Sure do. This one? And invincibility is gone. Would have been nice to have it for a little bit longer, but what can you do? Gonna need that later. So the original Spyro... Oh, what? ROM hack? I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but... I was actually talking with one of the people that's working on it. So, also nice. Still nice. Okay, let's just double check we got all the treasure. Sure do. Still nice. And it's a fan game. It's a new region. I think they're still working on it, so it's only a demo at the moment. But not Ruby 2. Ruby 2 has not been finished yet. And I'm only checking out this one because the guy I was talking to asked me to. Otherwise, I think I'm going to stick to trying to do ones that are finished. Okay, that's all the treasure, thankfully. Now, I believe that this one's actually going to be a bit harder than the other bosses, but you can still shred it pretty good. So yeah, rapid fire is still overpowered. And a bell. Level complete.
That last egg must have had some extra magic, because it gave Sparks 2 new abilities. Now he can break open treasure chests, and using the Atlas, he can warp you to any level. Just select the level you want and press the square button.
So yeah, not very useful, considering I've already gotten all the treasure and don't need to go back to any levels. Dang, we need... Let's see here. We need... That was the wrong button. We need 8,000 more treasure and one more egg. Wherever shall we find it? Oh, hey, look, it's Moneybags. What's he doing here?
Don't worry, Spyro. I won't be needing any more of your money. Now, don't look so surprised. I found one of the dragon eggs, and I'm going to sell it for a fortune back in Avalar. Why are you looking at me like that? I've got to be going now. Toodles!
I never realized that Moneybags takes over half of your cash the entire game. But we're getting it back.
Drat! Double drat! Drat! Oh, I never knew dragons were so fast. That's it, I give up. I'm retiring to Spooky Swamp to become a haiku poet.
Al. That's weird, Al. That's not Spooky Swamp, that's Crystal Islands. Would you look at that, we have enough cash and eggs now to go to Super Bonus Round. And this is the actual factual last level.
Hey, you finally made it, Spyro. Hunter was a little worried about you when you went off to fight the sorceress, but I always knew you'd beat her. This place is where the sorceress kept all her treasure. But after she was defeated, a bunch of thieves came and stole it. If you can catch the thieves, you're more than welcome to keep the treasure.
So yeah, this level is all about getting rich. I think there's like 2,000, no, 5,000 treasure in this level. But, and while that sounds like a lot, you actually get huge bursts of money. Like when you catch the thieves and stuff. And it might only be 2,000. I don't quite remember. Okay, so that door needs us to have 16,000 to be able to open. This one needs 17,000. How much does this one need? Probably like 15,700 or something like that. Nope, 20,000. So yeah, it is 5,000. At least. 18,500. Oh, there's a 10 that I missed. Need another 40 before we can go in the first door. Up there. I thought I got all the thieves. Okay, that should open this one, which is a sub area.
Hi, Spyro. Did you see Bianca? She was really worried about you when you went off to fight the sorceress. It was pretty funny. She tries to play it cool, but she was scared stiff until you came back safe. I just finished fixing up an old submarine. Why don't you try taking it for a spin?
Yeah, okay. Right on.
Great! Hop aboard!
Yeehaw. I don't think I would do well in a submarine. I don't like large bodies of water. Don't like being in closed spaces. Sub life is not for me. This should get us up to the next gate opening. Once we've got all the subs. Or once we've got one more sub, at least. Come on. Dang it. Oh boy. Hopefully I can finish this 4-5. It's almost 4:30, so that shouldn't be too hard. And then I can get things ready for the next stream. And then grab dinner. Be good to go. Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. I'm not going to be playing outside the original trilogy. I've played very little outside of it, and from what I have played, I haven't really liked any of them. And Skylanders was way after my time, so don't even ask about that. Yeah. Like, I can see how kids would like it because, you know, it's toys and a video game. But no. Kind of hate how that became his legacy, Spyro's legacy. Yay. Now, I don't think there's any more treasure in here. I think we need just go. And one of my least favorite parts of the game.
Check it out. This is the world's fastest turbo snowboard course. The local champions are the Sasquatch Six, a gang of Yetis on souped up snow discs. I bet that you could outrace the lot of them. If you win, we get a huge pile of treasure. If you lose, I have to slick down the whole course with my tongue.
Well, get that tongue ready.
So, ready to race? Right on! Just don't lose, or my tongue's gonna be a popsicle.
And I do not like the snow slash skateboard races, so this is gonna be rough. I don't know what that was, but it was a lot of points. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're just gonna quit the race. Going into the third lap from seventh was not gonna mean I was not gonna be a win.
Check it out.
So, are you the one deleting your comments, or do your comments just get filtered out? it. Oh yeah, not winning this one. Yeah, but like every time you've been in a stream, like after a while, your comments just get deleted. And I wasn't sure if that was you doing it or if it's automatic.
I think my tongue is frozen. You better not lose again. Okay.
And there we go. Damn it. Okay, restart the race.
I
And 4. So I think these guys are programmed to be faster than you when you're just going, but slower when you're boosting. So you need to be boosting. ABB, always be boosting. Which means gotta do lots of tricks. Saw some treasure there, so I'm gonna have to come back. I was in first for a second there, but I think that was a mistake. race is over, but third place wasn't bad.
I think I... Okay, good luck this time.
And yep, there goes your comments again. Let's start over. So I think I need to start with a set of 4 flips off this first jump, and then just carry that amount boosting. I so dislike this part. And one more. Yeah. Okay. Close. Come on, come on, come on. Dang, that's such a huge difference between 3 and 4 spins. Four. Shit. Okay. See, the Raging Ripto was like that, and then 1, 2, 3. But I think I'm best off just doing a bunch of flips. Shit. Why is the respawn barrier gotta be so low? Oh, good. Because I didn't jump off the ramp the right way, I didn't get to even do any flips. Also, the crabs don't respawn. So, those are a benefit for your first run and your first run only. Fantastic. Start out great, turn to not so great.
I think.
Damn it, got a weird angle so the flips didn't all count.
I think.
What the fuck just happened there? Starting off real good, but landing backwards was not going to be helping no one. What? That's some bullshit. Oh well. We can still recover from this. Or not. Should just grab those gems since we're slowing down anyways. Okay. There we fucking go.
Yes! You schooled them like a bunch of frost-bitten, flat-footed, molasses-eating, lead-pants-wearing, cross-eyed glacier trolls riding slabs of plywood with sandpaper on the bottom! And we won some shiny stuff, too.
Still going. Okay. 1,000 gems, I think. Nope. 1,200 something. Okay, and that was the last piece of treasure in here. So on to the next challenge. Which I think was, if I'm remembering the order of these correctly, this one's actually my favorite. Yep. We're going UFO hunting. I didn't know I had homing on these. It's also like the longest lasting power up in the game, other than the one that doesn't have a timer in Fireworks Factory. Now, where's the other sheeps? Oh, shit. I thought there might have been something down there. I couldn't quite remember. One more. It should be the last bit of treasure we need. Last bit of treasure in the game, actually. Yep. 5,000 out of 5,000. So this last gate opens up. Sure hope there's not a boss fight in here.
I don't know how she did it, Spyro, but the sorceress must have survived that last battle. She's been waiting here all this time, saving up her magic to destroy you. Your best chance to defeat her is to borrow my flying saucer. I've cast some spells on it to give it extra firepower and unlimited flying time, but the rest is going to be up to you. You've come this far, Spyro. I know you can beat her.
Ah, damn it. I'm probably not going to survive this because I came in with 1 health. And I guess she's got homing fireballs, not just straight shot ones. I don't know if you can avoid those at all. Which is crazy because there's no way to, survive if you can't. Also, apparently you can crash into the sauce and instantly die. You can't dodge it. Guess you have to hit her while she's charging it, and then she'll miss. That's not particularly easy, because this is a pain to aim. Or some fancy flying can also avoid them. Oh boy. This is gonna take a while. I'm sorry. Can't I back out and just get an extra point of health? Granted, I then have to end up save stating so that I don't lose that extra point of health for the rest of my tries. But no, I don't think butterflies really spawn here on this level. So, I guess we're just going for it. Okay. Looking so far so good. Gee, thanks for saying something. That's how you jinx yourself. Come on. Please, just get hit. we go. Couple more of them, please. Damn it. It's gonna be a while before I get that close again. Yay! Yeah. The Ripto boss fight is much better than this. Not gonna lie. I was thinking about it the other day, and was thinking, these games might make for okay randomizers. Like, but then I thought, well, no, there's not a ton of loading zones, but maybe like Ripto's Rage, and you still have to get all the talismans, so you still have to find where all the... And I guess maybe have the talismans be randomized into orb locations as well. Yeah. I don't know why she hasn't stopped to take a shot yet. But hey, I'll take it. Yin Yang. That's two names. Because it's two dragons. It's twins. The end. Yay. Uh, 2000s. Early 2000s. I did it! So, if we were able to actually go back to the main menu and have it presented correctly, it would say we have something like 112% completion rate. But that's it for this game. While I will admit it is probably like it is probably a better game than Ripto's Rage is, I like Ripto's Rage better than this. Um, it's probably a lot of that just as nostalgia, but hey, it's my game. It's my mental illness, and I get to choose the coping mechanism. Um, yeah, it was nice going back over this, and I think I am going to finish out the trilogy with the first game. Now, of the three games, I have played it the least. It is also the hardest of the three, from what I remember. There's a lot of quality of life things that just do not exist in the first game. And there's some questionable design choices. But we'll get to that in a bit. Greg Berger. Tom Kenny did a lot of voices for this, and I did not remember that. I guess he did a lot just in general for the series. I think when they did the Reignited trilogy, they actually got him back. And he actually, since he's the voice of Spyro in this and in Ripto's Rage, he is not the voice in the original, and we'll hear that. But they brought him back for the Reignited trilogy, and he redid the lines for the first game too. Yeah. I do like this game, just not as much as Ripto's Rage. The idea of having other playable characters is interesting, but each character only gets their own home level, which is going to be shorter than any other levels in the game, and then just has little sub areas in other levels. So it kind of feels like they're underutilized. But hey, it's not like Spyro's soon going to be known for having a lot of playable characters. What are you looking at, dog? Yeah. So once credits are over, and honestly, I should just be getting this out of the way now. The stream's gonna stop. I'm gonna get ready for the next stream, and I'm also gonna be grabbing some dinner. And also going to the bathroom. But that's besides the point. We hope you enjoyed the Spyro trilogy. We've had 4 great, fun, sleepless years creating it. Find us at Insomniac Games. I don't think they exist anymore. The adventure continues. Autosave unavailable. Yeah, Atlas. 100. Oh, sorry, not 112%, 117%. We have 20,000 out of 15,000 treasure, and 150 out of 148 eggs. Skill points. Got another in Sunny Villa and Molten Crater. Icy Peak. Fireworks Factory, Lost Fleet. Desert Ruins, Dino Mines. Yeah. This has been Year of the Dragon in Year of the Horse. This was fun going back and playing through these. I'm going to have significantly less fun playing through the original. And it's not a bad game, it's just not as good as the other two. So, thanks for coming by, and I'll catch y'all later. As in later tonight. So until then, take it easy. I am gonna just vibe here for a little bit though.